Hello everybody, let's take a look at the Chapter 5 Thematic Analysis assignment. Now, we've talked a little bit about dreams before with the Chapter 2 analysis activity. This time I'm going to ask you to go a little bit deeper and more specific with some of the characters and their dreams, and then how these dreams die in the novel, essentially. So let's take a look here at the directions. A theme is a general concept or idea such as love, justice, or sorrow. Okay? One way to help you think of themes is to complete the following sentence. This is a book about blank. One of the major themes in Of Mice and Men is the elusiveness of dreams. Several characters' hopes have been dashed by the end of section 5. Now, we've dealt with this particular fill-in-the-blank during our Chapter 2 analysis. This book is about, and I gave in my analysis the example of hopes and dreams, right? And at this point, I hope you realize dreams is not when you go to sleep the dreams you have, right? It's the goals we set for ourselves in life. And usually when we refer to a goal as a dream, it's a lofty goal, a goal that will take time and energy, perseverance, and a little bit of luck to achieve. In this book, all of these characters that I have listed in this graphic have a dream, okay? And their dreams are closely related, right? It all begins with Lenny and George here, okay? Their dream is to own their own farm. They want to be able to be their own boss, which means dictate when they work, how long they work, how they spend the money they earn on the farm. And all of this provides them with the idea of independence and freedom. So the dream is to own a farm of their own. Why? Because it's going to give them independence and freedom, things they don't have right now. They're at the will and whim of the boss on the farm, right? You work when I say you work for as long as I say you work, and I'm only going to pay you this amount of money, which pales into comparison to what kind of money the boss is making, okay? Now, how does their dream die? Well, Lenny is in the barn playing with the new puppies, and Curly's wife comes in, and she sits down on the hay and starts talking with Lenny and talking about how beautiful and soft her hair is. Well, we all know what Lenny's affinity for soft things, and she offers for him to touch her hair. So he does, and it's soft and beautiful, and he can't stop himself from touching it. And she begins to scream because he will not stop. When that happens, he jerks her closer to him and covers her mouth with his large hand. Now remember, in Chapter 1, his large hand is compared to a bear paw. So it's very large hands. And he ends up covering the mouth and the nose. And he covers it so tightly and for so long, she accidentally suffocates to death, okay? Now, on Lenny's part, this wasn't done on purpose. This was done out of a fear that somebody would hear him and they would come running, and then George and Lenny would have to escape the ranch, just like they had to escape the circumstances in Weed when Lenny tried to touch the girl's dress, okay? So as you proceed with this activity, use my example of George and Lenny to help you complete Crooks, Candy, and Curly's wife. I've added a little bit of description here, so it helps you identify who each character is, because even I sometimes, between Cooks and Candy and Curly, I get a little confused, right? So Crooks was Crooks was the black worker who was kicked in the back by a horse and has a crooked back. He is the worker that lives behind the bunkhouse in a smaller bunkhouse of his own. Candy is the old man who's lacking a hand. He also has the old dog that the boys take out and shoot in the back. And then finally, Curly's wife, who is never given a name beyond Curly's wife. She's the only woman that we know of on the farm. She doesn't work at the farm. She kind of wanders around the farm looking for attention and is very flirtatious about it. So you need to explain their dreams. Now, their dream may be very similar to George and Lenny's, okay? But the reason behind their dream is not, okay? When you are done writing a couple sentences for each, I want you to take a look at the ending activity here. What lesson or message do you think John Steinbeck, the author of Mice and Man, has about dreams? Should we believe in dreams, pursue our dreams, or should we only pursue what is attainable? Meaning that we should set goals, but if it's a lofty goal, then we should just let it go if we don't think we should meet it instead of trying to pursue it. What do you think the author's ideas are on those dreams? What I've put together here is a template that you can follow if you like, right? So it's a kind of a fill in the blank. You can adjust it, you can modify it, or you don't have to use it at all. But if this helps you get started, please use it, okay? All right, let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to message me on Schoology. Talk to y'all later.